Do you hate your job? I know you're like, Tamika, what kind of question is that Monday morning? I got to go into this place that I don't really like, that it's not bringing out the best of me as far as maximizing my gifts, my abilities, my talents. I feel stuck. I feel like this is the only means that I have of paying for my bills and providing for my family, for myself. But the deeper question that I have for you is that do you believe that our Creator created us handcrafted to perfection with abilities, gifts, and talents inside of us, giving us all these experiences to hate what we do? Because often when we hate what we do, that transfers into hating who we are, that inner self-hatred that feeds into stress, that feeds into heart disease, diabetes, not eating right, eating to shut yourself up, that I'm just going to put all this food in me and shut myself up. I don't want to talk about or complain about this job. And complaining is different from being honest with yourself and realizing that you have so much to offer this world. You didn't go through life and your experiences, none of that is vain. None of that. The lessons that you learned, the specific ability that you have, whether it's drawing, whether it's creating clay art, whether it is teaching, coaching, whether, the use and the of language, mastering it, language and writing, construction, building, creating, restoring furniture, restoring things, that you mean to tell me that your gifts and abilities are just supposed to sit at the wayside, sit there on the bench while you get up every day desiring not to go into work? Now, I'm not here to tell you to quit your job now, but I'm here to ask yourself, to help you to analyze, what the heck am I doing? What am I really doing here? Am I feeling good about the work that I'm doing? Do I feel like every morning I am doing the work that I was created to do? I heard that Sidney Poitier, when he was acting, he said he felt like this is what he was created to do. That a football player, when they were out on the field and we were looking at, I don't remember the team, but he said, man, can you believe this? We get paid for playing football, for doing what we love. Now, how would you feel in the morning when you are really paid, when you are being well financed for your gifts, for your talents? How would you feel about that? Would the risk of cardiac events on Mondays go down because you don't spend your time on a weekend maybe having all this fun, because the rest of your week will not be fun? You're not going to a place of fun. You're not enjoying what you're doing. That you're pondering, man, I don't want to do this. That I want to do something else. Why do you feel like you need to struggle? Why do you feel like you need to continue to do the things that maybe your father or your grandfather or someone else did because they did it? They did it this way. Why can't you do what they did in a different way? Every generation is meant to evolve into the highest. We are here to evolve into the highest version of ourselves. And that is the God that is within us. The God that sowed us on earth with particular gifts, abilities, and talents for us to cultivate, to embrace, to nourish, to express to the world, to the people that this power has put here for us, to listen to the words that we speak, to view our art, our expression of life that we've captivated in our minds and expressed on painting or expressed in in pottery, or whatever it may be, in our gardens, whatever it may be, fashion designer, a beautician, someone who is taking the art of God and expressing it. So again, it's not about stopping what you have, but it's about analyzing and reconsidering and reevaluating and transcending your experiences to realize that your life has meaning and purpose. Not only meaning and purpose, but divine purpose. That I hope that you will have a divine intervention, that maybe you've been thinking about, what else can I do? What am I here for? Who am I? Where am I going? Am I just going to retire from this place and feel like the only thing I get is a piece of paper and years of times where I didn't want to go to work, where I had high blood pressure, irritable bowel disease, diabetes, stressing out, anxiety attacks, panic attacks, where I gained 200 pounds, 300 pounds because I'm doing something that I don't like? There's a desire in you that if you just believe that what I like to do, what I'm good at, is something that I can do, that I can wake up every morning and thrive in the right environment, whatever that may be for you, whether it's working for yourself. And I believe that our gifts are what we are using, what we're supposed to use to bring about the income, to bring about what we're supposed to, the financial, the abundance that we're supposed to have. That God said, I didn't bring you here to harm you. I brought you here to prosper you, to give you hope in the future, that you are here to have an abundant life, that you are not to be timid, fearful, but you are strong, that you are powerful, that we were made in the image of our Creator. And it's time to be honest with ourselves. What I say to you, I say to myself. But this was pouring out of me as I was trying to get my phone together and to type in the hashtags, that it was pouring out to me. And I said, hold on, wait a minute, I'm getting there. Because it wants me to know too as well, that I didn't bring you here to suffer, that you are not here to suffer. And it's just one thought. And that's what I realized as a child, that we're not here to suffer. We're not here, but we go through things, and life is trying to confirm the desires in our heart by reminding us through the negative emotions and feelings that we feel, and say, this is not the true you. This is not the true expression. I'm going to let you go. If you're watching this, thank you. But I would walk into work daily. And as soon as I crossed those doors, my whole demeanor would change. I would feel a burden on me. And I knew it was because I was not doing what I was created to do. That I love to educate. I love to empower people. I love for them to see the goodness in them, the innocence in them, the God within them. That I wanted to prevent people from going in a hospital, not caring for them. I wanted to empower people with their minds that they don't have to be sick. Much of what we experience, we bring on ourselves through our mind, through our fears, through our negative beliefs, that we don't matter, through the seeds that we have taken, the opinions and stereotypes and demeaning words that we have taken of others and sown inside of our garden. We are not what others say we are. We are what our Creator says we are, and we are important, that our birth justified our existence. So if anybody has told you that I wish you weren't here, that you don't belong, that you have nothing to offer, that you are stupid, can you imagine someone telling you that you are stupid? Because God is not stupid. And if you believe in God, and if you see the world, and you see the planets and how they stay in the universe, and that we don't even know how it's sitting there, really, how the ocean stays separate from the land, these houses that people build, this creative stuff that we see. and we question who we are when we experience things. We are here to transcend our experiences, to get the gifts of life lessons and principles, to master our minds, to purify our hearts, and to embrace and nourish and express the God within us. We don't have to be a statistic. They're good for they can provide information, but it's not your identity. And just because somebody else had it or experienced it doesn't mean you have to. Take your life back. Take your power back. Take your mind back. Take your heart back. And become what you were created to be. Become what you already are. Believe it, receive it, and achieve it. I'll talk to you soon. Happy Monday to you. It doesn't have to be a drag. This journey, this evolution, this doesn't have to be a drag. It can be your best life yet, and it starts today.